someone does at the end of the rod. It's not as if you are at the end of the rod when options are being closed. But it's a very powerful statement. In fact, I have seen many cases in the 19th century when all these slaves, etc., when they become completely out of control, they never want to give a chance for others, the oppressors, to gain control over their life. And then it's a very powerful statement that they make. They never want their life to be taken out by the oppressors. And therefore, it's a final statement of freedom, I believe.
Suicide.
Yeah, in that sense, yes. Because you don't want to be a victim of an oppressor. And that's a very absolutely powerful statement of the self, in fact. And then, of course, if you look at the kind of responses that it had, so that went beyond all the imaginations of people in India. So you have, in a way, thousands of people chanting the name of Rohit. Everywhere we have seen that. In the Mumbai slums and so on, the people take it up as a big thing. And therefore, the meaning of that death is much beyond what most people thought about. And I believe that this will have a very definite impact on thinking minds. This is what I think about that. It's not just somebody's act of desperation. So it has produced excess meanings. That's what I wanted to say. Now I am reminded of one story in Paul Gilroy's Black Atlantic, where this grief-stricken black slave goes to the bank of a river and he strikes a conversation with the river. And then the river asks, "Why are you so sad?" And then he explains his loneliness, the oppression he suffers, and so on. Every day this conversation takes place. And eventually the river asks, "Why don't you make me your home?" And then naturally, after a while he made the river his home. But that making the river his home was a final statement of his freedom. Statement about his freedom, that was his choice. And so it is a metaphor which is pregnant with a lot of meanings, I believe. And that final statement about the freedom is what is much more meaningful to us when we read that text today. And likewise, I believe this sort of responses, so they do produce a lot of excess meanings. This is what.